Boys, aka Patinsky.
I am a Zinga Chiwa artist.
And we are the artists that going to do the painting on the wall, the memorial for our three fallen brothers. Rest in power. Good memories, right? And amidst all the stereotypical things, this is relatively a loving and beautiful community. So what we're looking to do right now is to showcase that through art, as well as showcase, well, you know, it's rest in power, because it's something good, because the situation we already know as it is, and we're looking to change that. We have the wall right now, and we're going to do the artwork, right? We already commissioned the artwork, we have the sketch, everything. So it's just for the SOE and things to collaborate with that, and then we will take it from here.
How has this event changed the community for better or for worse, in your opinion?
But I more or less believe it improved it, because we saw the volume of people that was upset, and you know, and we never seen something like that in Morvant, not in that volume. You understand? So a lot of people still looking for closure, right? And we just want, you know, the relevant people, government, whatnot. If you know, this is something for us. You understand? A lot of us here, we enrich, we poor, we humble people, we working class people, right? And we have mothers, we have daughters, we have sons, we have people in this community, right? And all we're doing right now is to make sure that we get this painting on the wall, this memorial on the wall, so that we can remember, we can remind ourselves and remind our children that we have love and we have strength, and nobody's alone in this community.
Can you tell me about your involvement in the project?
Well, I came on board through Candace. We was up here last year through the first set of congregation, and Black Lives Matter. We had meet right on the junction, and I just felt like there was something that I felt like I had to do too, right? And I grew up in Belmont. There's a very similar vibe and energy, the same community, right? And I have experience as a mural artist, and I just learning my experience to people up here that move, because it's all about community and leaving a memory. This is a real pressure time that we're feeling right now, and pressure does form diamonds. And this wall here will not be a diamond.
Incident where people have been killed by the police in this community.
Yeah.
But this one sparked something different.
Yeah, it sparked something different.
More nationalistic.
Well, more or less, it's the way it was done. It's not really sparked it. You know, it have a lot of things that they won't say. You know, but we in the community, we're human. Everybody does feel that pain. A lot of people still feeling this thing. You know, it brought a kind of a stigma that we never had before, right? Now, more or less, right now it's it's calm right now. You know, we're looking to dash away the negative stereotypes, the negative form of thinking, and try to do uplifting things, right? So that the powers maybe could see that we could do uplifting things, and we are uplifting our community. So there's no need for the hate, there's no need for the prejudice, there's no need to push. You understand what I mean? It's about love.
A real need for change.
And a real need for change, right now.
Something that came out of the whole movement after the incident was the Prime Minister setting up a committee called a Community Recovery Committee headed by Anthony Watkins and involved Jamal Shabazz and other activists.
Yeah.
That committee, did they reach out to anybody that you know to help get the voice of the people to influence what they will come out with?
Not to my, no, I don't think anybody, nobody know. Nobody has reached out.
This is Second Caledonia Road Morvant. Sunset, the sunrise, right? It was Lyman here, Sadaimang, and me. That was Emmanuel. You see, was going to meet friend in Sawa, was his buddy, Lion. That's gold to that.
Who was driving?
Israel.
And where Israel lives come to where is by?
Opposite.
Right? So Israel was lying with you all as well?
Not really. You see, he was tired and he didn't want to go away. And I'm not trying to convince him to go. You know, say he's going away, he got tired. I tell him I'm going away, I'm going to pick up at your time. I'm looking for a driver to go and pick up Lion in Sawa, because Lion where there was on that same day. Right? So he got meet the brother and whatever. And mother tell me now, he was calling him, she was calling him, and he didn't want her to come. And after all that passed, she was telling me that he was weak and whatever. You know, my Bima is always our contention, because somebody want to go someplace, nobody can tell you what to do. You understand? So, I leave, I went and beat it, and I come back up. Somebody tell me the police shoot up at Tida out the road. So at Tida, well, I was shocked. You know, I mean, when I went out the road now, you see in Tida, the police was blocking the road. Nobody can see nothing.
What?
That was that.
So they would have gone to Sawa, come back to Caledonia,
To buy.
and then why they was going out the road then?
Yeah, but they was going to buy Joseph. To buy the rum to drink, to come back here to Lime. And the police stop them out the road and shoot up the car, whatever. But it was a surprise to me, because the end of the police supposed to stop the men and them, regardless of what who the police wanted in the first place, stop them and carry them and do a search on them. They just kill people just so. You understand? So at the end of the day, it come bad for them. They're supposed to take them and carry them in the station and do a search on them. You understand? You could have been in the car, you could take us off an old man, a child, and Lan was to take the train.
Let me ask you this question. You think that the committee will get justice in this matter?
It all depends. You see, it all depends on the persons and the police. Because the police ain't going to come just to do that, just to shoot somebody. Somebody has to give them orders to shoot somebody. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So the person who sent the police officers to do this, he's the one supposed to answer that in the first place.
In the beginning, as we protest, it was just time where I guess suspension was done and everything like it just shelved. We're not hearing anything else again with that. Well, now with the COVID, it was it. So.
On Sunday, the first anniversary of the killing of 3 fellas in your community. You have something to say about that and how the community has changed since that incident?
Well, yes, more or less when it happened, it had affected the whole community. Because these were guys, I don't swear for people, but when they left, it was because of a celebration of a birthday on one of the guys. Right? And I find the killing was unjustified, because if people put their hand in the air to tell you, well, I live in Rydie, at least you're supposed to have some kind of leniency and common sense as officers to either ask a question or do something else, not just blatantly just out and kill people just like that. You understand? And then again, with that, it just had the whole place downcast, where everybody had a fear for their life now when you see the police, because you really don't know what they're up to. At times, they just want to snatch somebody. And I mean, come on, if you're there to protect and to serve, you can't be the judge, jury, and executioner. If you have to be judge, jury, and executioner, then let us do away with the court, because that's not making no sense. As a paying taxpayer, you're wasting my money. Because what the sense we have in a court when the police have everything in their hand already? It doesn't make no sense you have judge and jury. So this is what I'm saying. If we are doing something, let us do it properly.
Do you think any
the way in
good
which they were trained, you apprehend and leave it unto the court to bring the justice as see fit. Not you take it into your hand and do what you want, and then you want to threaten people. When they come and they're doing a little thing anyhow, you're shooting up in the air and say, get away from here, and cussing people and things, and people in the house, you're pointing gun at people in the house, and all this not called for. You make people unsafe. People don't feel comfortable, especially when they see them around. You know, sometimes you're glad if police come around and things going on, but now you don't even care to see a police pass because everybody afraid for their life, and that's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be.
I don't go nowhere. Right?
Tell me, your son had a disability of some sort?
Yes.
Well, explain to me how he got that done.
Motor car accident. A motor car hit him down twice. When he was about 10, 11 years. And after that now, so when he get older, it's motor car accident, right?
And what happened to him? What happened to him with the accident?
Was it injured?
What? Yeah. How was he injured? Yeah, no, but did it leave him with a permanent disability?
Yes. He had a limb, but I can't remember everything. It's on my leg. I can't remember.
So he couldn't walk without, he had to use a cane or something to walk with?
He used to walk with a cane at first, but he could only cane and he started, talking about his foot and things.
Alright. Good day, ma'am. Your name is?
Priscilla Brooks.
And you are the mother of?
Moya Diamond.
Alright. Mr. Diamond was killed by the police last year?
On the 27th of June.
27th of June. And where were you that day?
I was home.
Alright. And what happened when you got the information that your son was killed?
What happened? I was in a turmoil because they didn't want to come and tell me right away that he dead. So they're telling me, Miss Priscilla, pray. Yeah, like, pray. She tell me one thing. That time he was already dead. Right? And from that time, from now, my life has changed drastically.
How?
He used to do everything home for me. I didn't used to go in the market, the grocery. I didn't even used to go for my function. He used to do everything. Get up in the morning, so see about me, my life. I just cry every day. But I have a picture on the table. But I just take up, I just kiss it, I just tell him, Noel, I know you wouldn't want your mother crying. So I just put it back down, go in the bathroom, wash my face and come back out.
How many children do you have, Miss Brooks?
Yeah?
How many children do you have?
The last one was 4.
4 children. And he's the last, he's the youngest. Tell me what has happened, how your relationship with the police have changed from that time to now, and how the community has reached out to help you in terms of helping you continue with your life.
Well, to tell you the truth, the community is there. If I want something, I just cry plenty because sometimes when Noel was alive, if my pipe bursts, you see seeing what everything. Right now, I just have to ask people. They don't vex, they just tell me, Miss Priscilla, anything you want to be done, they just come out and help me.
What about your relationship with the police?
What?
Have they reached out to you to give you counseling, reach out to you to tell you sorry? Have they? Tell me.
I haven't seen no police at all. The police one is after they pass away with everything. Then the one who they put to investigate, right, he's the police one, used to come and because he had to call back, I don't know what the people part. Right? Not a police hasn't come and asked me, good morning, Miss Brooks, how are you making out? Not one of them, mister. Do you believe me?
Are you hopeful that you will get justice in this matter?
As far as I see, I want justice for my child. I want justice for my child. The police and them don't care about the situation and who they kill. And them walking all about free. Right? He wants suspension and some advice, but them is walking all about free. And them don't care about how the mothers of these children living.
Was your son involved in any criminal activity at all?
No way. His criminal activity was drinking rum and using obscene languages. And when he done drinking rum, he was very sensitive.
I'm still in Jacobs, father of Joel Jacobs, who were killed by the police on the 27th of June 2020.
I am Carol Jacobs, mother of Joel Jacobs, who was killed by the police on his birthday.
If you don't mind asking, in terms of your son, what was his occupation?
He did electrical. He
In a trade?
He was a trade. He used to do electrical.
Car or house?
House. He used to do construction work. And then he was a custodian.
Right? A celebration, a birthday celebration, which was meant to be something enjoyable, turned out to be very sad. Extremely sad.
Can you recount the moments before the incident on that day for us?
I was in the kitchen seeing about, weekend cooking and whatnot. And we also had a worker who was doing renovating our toilet bathroom.
Styling the toilet.
But the attack.
When you said there's an attack, I mean, what did you?
What happened is that we were in the
inside,
kitchen,
right?
and we heard the voice, loud noise, loud speaking, cars screeching,
and officers calling.
and then
Get back in the car.
when we came back, then we came back, or we came out here. When we came out,
The gallery?
yeah, and we looking because the noise alerted us. We get it piqued our interest. So we came outside and we was looking out. We couldn't see on the corner. But
was right there, right
what
there
we
where
seen was we saw a lot of police out there. And then police had a point at us. The gun pointed at us and let us go back inside.
They was also telling my son to get back into the vehicle. Go back into the vehicle.
So just give me some step by step, right?
Yeah, well, this was to be like this.
So you're here in the gallery, you're seeing a lot of police, the police pointing the weapons at you until they get back inside.
Get back inside.
What happened next?
When we went back inside now, we hear shots, a volley of shots, shooting, brrr. So we run back out here. We came back out to see what's happening.
So when you say we, it'd be you, your wife, and the worker?
And the worker came out. And we now see police, but we couldn't see on the corner, we just think, and someone come and alerted us that our son was there.
So before the shooting, you were saying that you heard somebody saying get back inside?
The police officers and them was telling around.
But you don't know who you were speaking to
No.
at that time?
We
No,
couldn't
but
know.
based on the footage,
Well, no, at that time you didn't know who he was
who
doing.
was speaking to.
And did you know if your son was in the car at that time?
No, we had no idea.
So where was your son before? Listen, was he home lineman or where was
He
he?
was by my brother, his uncle,
And where is
in
this?
San.
He was in San Juan
Yeah.
by his uncle.
He came down. When he came down, he slept up there. He came down, he went upstairs, changed his clothes and come out. When
He went to Monday to go and get things to be.
So he left home moments before the incident?
as he come out the gate,
Mhm.
because the car, and then he jumped in the car. And as they reached there,
Okay.
the police and them stopped the car.
So this was somebody he knew from the village, or
The Caribbeans, huh?
Yeah.
Well, they're all over Diamond and
Israel?
Israel.
They know each other.
Yes, it's not from the area.
So he came out here, he jumped in
Right,
car,
right there.
Diamond's driving, Israel was driving,
Yeah.
and then they were stopped.
At the
Like,
right there.
right. Alright, so he came home to get some money, as he said he was going to buy drinks to come back out here or to go somewhere
No,
else?
well, let's go and line up the road.
Or by your uncle?
No, that was because the girl mentioned that they were cooking and there was
Normally, the guys in the area,
when it's a birthday, everybody come out and line.
Which part is this? Where is it?
On the hill,
Right on the hill there.
I walk out here and it had the already full red yellow
Caution
tape.
tape.
Yeah.
They had already moved like
With the full caution tape, and two police were standing up right behind my van right here, telling me I cannot move, I cannot go.
So you were in that yard already?
Yeah, I walk across the yard and I walk down, going towards to find out what's happening. Because from the indication of the thing. So when I
related to you.
yeah, so when I walk around the police and then police go and say I can't move. I had the next police across by the wall. To me, he was real annoyed. And he said, let the man come, leave him and let him come. And when I reached him now, he told me, I said, so what am I hearing such a thing? I'm like, I want to know who it is. He said, ask the man there, ask the man. So he turned to me and told me, ask the police at the side who right there. So when I speak to, I'll get the fellow who is Sergeant Solomon. You understand? And when I told him Solomon now, he said, I don't know nothing at you don't want to find out anything, go down in the malt tree. Because we don't name anybody. With that, I went down in malt tree, called some people, and when I reached the malt tree now, they told me the people know who died and things.
And then so when did you see your son's body on the ground there?
No, I didn't see nothing.
they moved like a flash.
So it's only when you
No, I didn't see it in the malt tree because they didn't allow us to see it. But
you had many different MPs. The MP for here is who?
Leons, Leons.
Right. And the areas which protested during that incident was Port Spain, Beetham, Silas, Laventille, Morvant. And they all
Maraval.
yeah, but primarily was that area, and they are all represented from time immemorial by the PNL. Do you see this as what kind of political help or support that the families would have gotten, even if someone to hug you or tell you
Well, we must say that the representative of the area came and was supportive. He came to all of us. He was here while we were vacant thing. He came and was very supportive. Yes. He was very supportive. He was up on everything. But he didn't want that publicity. But he was here and he was part and parcel of everything.
It is the most unimaginable and painful situation to go through. No one will understand the pain and suffering.
Also, you're talking about passing right in front there every day.
I cannot even sit down in the gallery here because as you look outside there, it's right there the matter happened. Going to and from road, passing there by that side, it brings tears every time. Every time I pass there, it brings tears and hurting pain to me. People don't know this. People don't know this.
So have you sought counseling at all?
Well, I started recently and I realized it was getting unbearable and unbelievable. When I realized that, I started to hype up myself among family and things. I pull back and I am being counseled now. Not one day the police authority sent anybody regarding counseling who came to say anything apart from the person who's investigating the matter?
Well, actually, Abbott was on holidays, and he started investigating maybe like a month after. We had no contact, no police contact,
No
no
police
nothing.
A whole month passed, and after that thing, and I know for a fact, I just be seeing it advertising on the television, where they have this counseling.
Victim and witness support.
Yes. Never got a call from neither.
Mr. Jacob, let me ask you, how you feel that you've lost your youngest child?
My only son,
the carry on your name.
Daughter,
yeah.
And it is most traumatic. Traumatic in the sense that a life was being taken innocently. Innocently.
In a flash.
Innocently. In night, it's difficult. Sleeping, I cannot sleep in the night. My wife have a problem sleeping. This is why I call in counselor to have sought counseling recently, because there's a problem sleeping. She cries out in the night. And so we have that problem where it's traumatic. You know, it's emotional, it's psychological.
And I'll ask you the same question that I asked Ms. Brooks. Do you think that you will ever get justice in this matter?
Well, I am an ultimate optimist, and I believe and I know that justice will prevail in this matter. This might be the first, but it would prevail. Things would happen in this and those who are called will pray the price.
And after this incident, how has the relationship with the community and the police, has it improved, has it gotten worse, has it?
No, well, the community sympathetic. We come together.
Yes.
They're
very caring.
Yes. Because they know.
I didn't realize that they were so caring.
What I will tell you what happened. I live here, and I really only know like the people 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not know the people. Over 30 years, I do really think I go to work, I come back, and I don't really know the people. After that incident, I didn't know everyone. And I really, I was,
all these people.
I was of the opinion that some of these people, what I get to realize, that we have sensible, educated, intelligent people in the neighborhood. We have caring, loving people. They are not people who we say are ghetto people who are bandits and criminals. I get to realize how people, because before I really was living a kind of bubble. And now I realize what was happening. I talk to the people them now. This is what I do. I will tell you what, yes, I will tell you what I do. I in charge of all the schools in the RC schools in Morvant, Laventille, all them schools. And I know the deal in the community with these people because the family, the schools. And I now started to realize how this community, we need that. And when you know, people were like, people were, I think the people around here, what they were looking for is more things to do. Because they do not have that opportunity as others.
We started and we own finance. We all had to do it piece by piece. So there is a course we're trying to do for the youths. And even when when it cleaned down and stuff, before the SOE and thing, the COVID, we had thrown a football tournament. Okay. And people come out from different areas and they had a prize to win in the end. And they was happy.